Right. Assalamualaikum, good morning, and hello, Malaysia. So my name is Warid bin Mihan, and today I'm the host of our MELTA SIG Bureau webinar. And first thing first, I would like to welcome everyone to MELTA SIG Bureau webinar, and we are very pleased to have all of you here with us today. So before we begin, I would like to invite our MELTA president, Associate Professor Dr. Ramesh Nair, to deliver a welcome speech. Off you go.
Thank you, Warid, and good morning, everyone. First, on behalf of the Malaysian English Language Teaching Association, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to this webinar. I'd like to congratulate Encik Warid Mehat, our director for the Special Interest Group, for organizing this first event for the SIG this year, I believe, Warid. So congratulations on this event. The number of people who've registered for this webinar is high, and I think it's a reflection of how important this topic is for teachers. And on that point, I'd like to thank teacher Cikgu Adlina for supporting the SIG event. Adlina is also a member of the MELTA Kelantan chapter, which will be launched officially in, I think,
next Saturday.
Next Saturday, right. So we're looking forward to the official launch of our 12th MELTA chapter in Malaysia. And so to all of you, I'd like to encourage you to visit the MELTA website often to learn of our activities. We run activities all through the year, and do join us for many more events to come. And if you're not yet a member of the association, do join us. And also speak to Warid and learn how you can be part of one of our SIGs. So on behalf of MELTA, once again, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us, and do enjoy this webinar. Thank you.
So thank you, Dr. Ramesh, for such a short and sweet welcome address. Before we begin, before I pass the button to Intan, okay, or Adlina, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. So. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our webinar, I would like everyone to take note that if you want to talk to the presenter, or if you have any questions, you have to use the chat box. Number two, please do not forget to scan the QR code for your attendance confirmation before leaving the session. And certs will only be given to those who fill in the attendance form, meaning the confirmations of attendance. And certs will be emailed within 7 working days. And if you have any problems regarding your certs after 7 days, then you can always email us at melta.sig@gmail.com. We will provide the details at the end of our webinar later. All right, so without further ado, I would like to pass the screen to our speaker, who is Intan Adlina. Intan, I have so many butterflies now. Intan, I think you have to, yeah.
Okay, I've unmuted. I hope everyone can hear me. Hi. Okay, assalamualaikum and good morning. Okay, I'm actually very nervous because I didn't expect the turnout to be this big. Okay, so I am one Intan Adlina binti Wan Abdullah, and you can call me Adlina or Intan. People who have known me for a long time, they prefer to call me Intan, but yeah, I'm much known as Adlina now. I'm a GC, Bahasa Inggris, teaching in SMK Paruh Pial, a rural school in Rantau Panjang, Pasir Mas, and this is my 10th year of teaching. So thank you, Melta, for giving me this opportunity. It was actually a very impromptu idea I had one day. I thought of just sharing with my Facebook friends. I'm actually surprised there's a lot of interest. So really, thank you for being with me today. Okay, so I wouldn't want to keep rambling for a long time. So let's start. Google Sites. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. So if you have your laptop, you can join me too. It's a workshop style that we are going to do today. All right. The first thing we want to do is we want to have our web browser open. Okay, so I have here logged into my Adlina account. For this Google Sites, you can choose to use either your personal account, you can use your personal or your Adlina account or any institutional accounts. Okay, for example, I will just show you that I'm going to open both. My personal account will be on the right and on the left will be my Adlina account. Okay, so once you have your browser open, let's go to sites.google.com. If you have a Google account, you will by default have this site.google.com. Okay. If you have nothing here, don't worry, because that's how it usually is. I just happen to already have some test websites. Okay, this one would be my personal account, which is quite similar, except for the Lima, you know that you are using your school account here. Okay. Okay, why is it? It's not very popular because of the term sites there. Many people think that it's just for websites, and websites require coding, but not for this one. It's something that you can use for newsletters with your class or your school. You can make bulletins, you can make class sites simply for the classes that you teach. You can make digital magazines or even personal resumes. There are so much more that you can do. And you can also choose if you want to make it public for everyone to access, or you only want your students or your colleagues to access the sites. So it's really practical. All right. Okay, so for your Adlina account, you have ready-made templates that you can use. Okay, for small business, for work, even a personal portfolio, or for education, you have a student portfolio. You can make a website for your club or your class. Or you can also start from blank. And that is what we're going to do today. We start from blank. So you want to click on this. I'm going to remove this page. Let's focus on this one today. All right, start from blank. Okay, so once you're in, this is what you're going to get. So the first thing you do is, of course, to give your page a title. And let's see. So for the purpose of today's workshop, I'm just going to make a simple page about me. All right. Maybe something like Teacher Adlina's class. You can style the font to your liking. There's a selection of fonts there. Not a lot, but enough. But don't forget to give your website a name. Okay, you can just copy this now. Okay, select copy, double click here. Okay, and here. All right. Now you want to perhaps have a look at how it looks like on your mobile phone or on a tablet or on PC. This is something I really like about Google Sites. Let me back again. Once you click here, the preview button, you can preview how it looks like on a website. It feels like you are building a web app, which is cool. This is how it will look on phones. This is on tablets And this is for laptops and desktops. All right, let's go back. What else can we add? Okay, so here you have a lot of options. You can embed forms that you've made in Google Forms. You can embed sheets from spreadsheets that you have. You can even add slideshows or documents, calendar, YouTube videos. Okay, there are so many choices for you. Okay, if you want to add pictures, you can add pictures from your computer, or you can also find pictures from your Google Drive, or you can just find it from Google. Let's say I want to make a welcome under the title there. Maybe I want to choose this layout. Okay.
Intan,
Yes.
can I interrupt for a while? There's a
Yes,
question
sure.
from a teacher.
Yes.
So he asked whether does everyone can access Google Sites?
Yes, as long as you have a Google account, a Gmail account, then you automatically have access to Google Sites. Okay, so I've chosen this layout, and here is where I can put the picture. Okay, I can upload a new picture. I can select the image from my Google Drive, or I can even add YouTube videos here. Let's see. And when you click select image, that it's from pictures that you already have in your Google Drive. You can also do a Google image search. Okay, this is, for example, I'm going to have this. Okay. All right. You can make it smaller or bigger. You can look at the grids. Okay. And then maybe welcome to my class. Oops. Little welcome speech for your students, perhaps. And then don't forget to preview. I like to preview my pages so that I can see how it looks like, because most people will be accessing sites nowadays on their smartphones. So it's very good to always check. All right. Welcome to my class. And this is where you can put some. Okay. Just very fast. Hello, everyone. How are you today? Here's where you can learn your English teacher. Since we haven't met. MCO, maybe. Who's actually teaching you? Or something like that. And preview. Doesn't look so bad. But does this one need to be so boring? This is where you check out. Okay, click on your header again. You can check out the other themes. Maybe you want it in other colors, or green or purple. You can also change your header. Maybe change it to an image, whether you upload or select image that you already have. You can choose, this is already provided for you from Google Sites. Okay, what about this one? Okay. All right, now that looks different now. It also comes in other styles that you can explore. This one, perhaps, or this, whichever suits your fancy. I usually go with the because font size. Okay, let's take this one. The frames looks nice. All right. So what else can you put? Maybe you want to put a divider there before you start another section down there. So you put a divider, just click on the insert divider. There you go. And then maybe something about you. You want to try something else. For example, a text box. All right. Put a title there about me. Choose your font. Really, if you have your laptop with you, you might want to do this together with me so that at the end of the day, you already have one complete site that you can share with everyone. Okay, maybe this one. All right. And then another text box for your text. Okay, how to make it different? You can click on this. Okay, see the little button here, section background. You can choose to have an image as the background or just choose a different color so that people know that, oh, that's a different section. Okay, then you can have something about yourself here. To be fast, I'm just going to copy this down. Don't do like this. All right, I just want to show you how it looks like once we are done with this. Okay, perhaps a darker color. Okay, that looks better, I think. Okay, maybe you want to add videos, YouTube videos that you have. All right. So you can click YouTube. If you have the URL to the video, the specific video that you want, you can just type here. Or you can click upload it for videos that you already have. Okay, I have not uploaded anything, so I'm just going to search an example, maybe. Grammar. Okay. Or is it my slow internet? All right. Say pick one. Once you click select, and there you go. You have the video on your website. You can resize it to make it bigger. Or you want it to be in the middle, just drag it with your mouse. Okay, now it is nicely in the middle of your page. All right, so let's see, how does it look like on mobile? Preview. Okay, the title bar will stay up there so that people know this is your website. Okay, nicely scroll down. See, this one will resize to fit the size of the device if you're on the phone and if you're on tablet. It will mostly find the size that suits your device best. So this is still mobile friendly. And this is another reason why I love Google Sites, because you don't have to worry about if your site looks good or not in different device sizes. Okay. All right. So along the way, once we have added a lot of things on the front page, maybe we start to think that this is going to get too cluttered. What if I want to let people navigate to different pages of my website? Yeah, this is where we use the page function. See on the right side here, you have pages. All right, so currently we are at home. So let's say we want to have another page, a new page here. So we just click new page, give it a name. Okay, for example, I would like to share my timetable with my students. Okay, see here. Now on the navigation panel, we have 2 pages there. So you can go back to home by clicking home, or you can go to the next page. Okay, so this is the timetable page. I'm going to give it a different image so that I know I'm on the right page. All right, select image. Maybe just something plain. Okay, timetable. Go back to insert. All right. For example, here, let's try collapsible text. Okay, collapsible text. You have a title here and you can have your contents up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines maybe. And you can just click to collapse so that your website is not that cluttered. For example, maybe I want to copy down my schedule for my PDPR classes for Eco 2021. Sunday, 10:30 a.m. 11:30 a.m. Just like typing on a Google Documents, Google Slides. Okay. All right. So when they come to visit, they can just, oh, what time is my class? Okay. You can also duplicate this one for another class with this button, the duplicate section. Just one click. All right. Another class. Oops. Maybe Tuesday. And Wednesday. Okay. What else do you want to try putting here? We have tried YouTube. What about forms? Okay, maybe after the timetable, I want my students to visit this page to mark their attendance. I'm sure that many of us already make some sort of attendance form with Google Forms. So this is where you can embed your form. Just click on forms. Okay, so I already have it here, the forms that I use with my classroom. So just click on the form, on the correct form, and click insert. It will automatically put your form there. All right. Very easy. You can resize it, of course. Let's make it bigger. All right, let's see how it looks like. Clicks on preview. Okay, so when they go to this page, this is what they will see. They can see this collapse or this collapse and the Google form. So instead of giving them the URL every day, okay, students, please mark your attendance, you can just have them visit your website. Mark your attendance, okay? All right, on tablet and desktop.
Intan, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
There is a request
Yes,
to
sure.
enlarge the screen a bit, to enlarge the view of the
Enlarge the screen a bit.
Yeah. Is it possible?
Which screen? Because this is the biggest that I have. Or
Meaning-
you
meaning
mean
like
bigger font?
Yeah, to 1 1 1 2 0 or something like that, I guess.
1 2 0.
Yeah.
Like this? Is it?
Yeah. Oh no,
No,
that
because
is
my
too
screen
big.
is not that big. So
Yeah, that is too big. 150 is too big. I think
This one?
110 or 115 should be okay.
This is 110.
All right. Okay.
All right. Now, because the text, I cannot control the size of the text. So if Maybe they can maximize the size of their videos to see better. I'm so sorry. All right, so this is the second page. You can also link people to that page like this, for example. Are you here to mark your attendance? Click here. Okay, so highlight this one, bold it, and choose this one, insert link. Click on it. You can choose the page, or if you have a different URL for forms, you can apply it here. But since we already have a site, a page for this, so we are going to choose timetable. All right, and then apply. That's what we have here. Then you might want to test if it works in your preview. Okay, so this is what we just did. So let's click on this. All right, so we are brought to the right page. Okay, so home, timetable. All right, this is still a preview. So back a bit. Okay, we can try putting other things. Okay, say you want to make a newsletter for your students and you want only them to be able to access the site. This is where you go, share with others. Okay, you want your students to work on the website. So what you need to do is to add them here, and they will be able to edit the website as well. All right. I'm not going to add anyone yet. Okay. So it's just like sharing your Google Forms, your Google Sheets, your Google Documents. All right. Let's make another page there. Perhaps something about reading. Done. Okay, so see here, you have reading. If you want to reorder this, you can just drag the page reading under timetable. There you go, automatically readjust it. And maybe under reading, you want to have, say, for example, sample essays. This is just an example of what you can do. Oh, sorry. Sample essays, and you want to put sample essays under reading. Okay, so take sample essays and drag it onto reading, and see here, it is now collapsible so that you don't clutter this part of the navigation. So under reading, you have sample essays. Let's go to that page. So instead of typing everything into this page, you can embed a Google Documents. Okay, for example, just click on Google Docs here. Maybe put an introduction for your students first. Okay, add a text box with an instruction. Please read the sample essay below. And answer the comprehension questions. All right. Okay, this one. Just choose Google Docs or Docs here. Click on it. But first you have to make sure that the documents that you want to embed into the website already exist. Okay, for example, this one. Okay, don't worry if the order comes wrong, you can just drag it down. All right, okay, now it is correctly ordered. Okay, preview. Always preview your website. Okay, on desktop, this is how this page looks like. On mobile, if it's too small, the students can always click on it and it will open a bigger version that they can zoom. Okay. This is for tablets, bigger view, and on desktop. All right. Okay, so under the text, you want them to answer some questions, maybe questions that you can make in Google Forms. So now you want to click on Insert again and click on Forms and find the questions that you make. Let's see, do I have questions here? Okay, maybe this one. Okay, just a sample for you. You can let your students answer quizzes here and arrange all the tags so they don't have to click so many links all at once. Okay, resize it. Make it bigger. I always do this because I like it when it looks centered. Okay. Maybe another text to instruct them after the documents, put a text bar. Now, answer the following questions. All right, so two interactive things that you did here is to embed Google Documents and then to embed a Google form. So these are things that you can do at your own leisure. Perhaps you prepare the documents some other days, and once you are well prepared, you can combine them together onto a single page so that later on, when you want your students to access all your materials and your students can't really access, say, Google Classroom, not all students have the internet capability to access Google Classroom. Actually, you need stable internet connection for that. So for rural schools like mine, this is something much more accessible to them. They can just access everything on a single page. Okay, so read and then answer. Let's see how it looks like here. All right. Okay, so you have the text and then you have the quiz. They can right away answer. Let's follow the instructions. The key point here, the thing that I want to highlight here is to make whatever we have, the materials that we have, more accessible to students, especially those with slow internet connections, because Google Sites, it loads very fast as the Google website itself, but it doesn't load. It might not load as fast when you use Google Classroom. I am also not sure why. So this is a workaround that I found. So now we have our welcome page. We also have another page where I put a timetable, my timetable for the PDPR classes that I have. And then an attendance form. So every day they can just come to this website and click on, they know that they have to click here to mark their attendance. Or maybe you want to make it clearer, you can just rename your page. Maybe timetable doesn't cut it. You can put attendance. All right. Okay, so when students go to your page, they want to mark their attendance, they just click on attendance. All right. These are some things that you can do.
Intan, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, got a question from the audience.
Okay.
Can we share this site with
Mhm.
my school teachers and everyone,
Which site?
the one that we're building now.
Oh, yes, sure. You can also have it now if you want. You can watch it live as I update. Let me just, okay, when you think that you are satisfied with the websites that you have built, okay, the next thing you want to do is to click publish. Okay. And then choose your web address. Okay, if you do your site on your Adlina account, this is something that you cannot change. It's quite long. sites.google.com/moe-dl.edu.my, and then your preferred web address. Okay. So I'm just gonna put here teacher Adlina. Okay. And then you might want to choose, okay, who can view my site? If this is the setting, for the current setting, only people who are logged in with the Adlina account can see this website. So if you want to make it public, just click manage. Okay. All right. Be on the links. This is still a draft. Change that to anyone with the link, just like when you are sharing any other Google account, any other Google documents that you have. Published site is public. Anyone on the internet can find and open, but make sure that they are not the editor. Okay, anyone with the link, I'm just gonna put it like this so that you can access this website. All right. If you want to make your website searchable, don't click this one. But if you click on this, then other people cannot specifically search for your website through Google. Okay, click here if you want to make it a little bit more secret. You don't want everyone to mess up your site. Now, publishing. Once you click publish, then you will have your site link here. So when you share, you can just copy this link and share it with everyone. All right, Warid, I'm going to send you the link. All right, if anyone wants to visit, you are welcome to visit this one. Quite long, is it? Very long. So it doesn't look very nice. What you can do is to use a URL shortener. Okay. I'm sure that many of you are familiar with this. Okay, for example, the gg.gg. This is one of the few things that people use. Okay, it's very simple to use. Once you have copied your published site link, just copy the link. Okay, then go to this website and put your long URL here. So just paste here, right? Click customize link so that you can choose gg.gg/ okay, teacher Adlina, for example, and click shorten URL. All right. So now you can access the website that we have just made with this shorter address. Much easier to remember. Let's give it a try. Copy.
All right. Intan, maybe you can share it with me on the WhatsApp. Then I put it on the YouTube. Then people can click
sure.
on your website.
Okay, let's see. I don't have it open again. Okay. Where is your WhatsApp again? gg.gg. All right. Okay, I've sent it to Warid. You can share with everyone. Okay, this is how it looks like. It will bring you right back here to the long site. You are just shortening your URL. You're not doing anything else there. So, all right. The thing with websites that you make with dilemma account is you cannot use websites that is much more premium. For example, yourname.com, yourname.my. You can only use the URL that is allowed by the organization. See, when you click on the setting here, you can change the color of your navigation up here, the one that has the navigation, home, attendance, reading. Currently, it's set to transparent. You can also set it to white or to black. I usually set mine to black because it looks more eye-catching. You can upload logos or favicon. Okay, favicon is the little logo you see when you visit websites, like here, up here, next to the title of the website, you have what we call the favicon. Okay, you can upload or select one. Maybe I want to use this cute girl here as my favicon. Okay, for your viewer tools. And then this is for Google Analytics. If you want to track who visit your website, you can enable this, but you need to have an analytics account, which is quite a hassle. So we are not going to bother about this yet. You can also have an announcement banner, something that you can toggle on and off. Okay, at this moment, we don't have any banner. Say, for example, one day we want to direct people's attention to something important that you want to announce. So choose the banner color. Maybe red would be alarming. Okay, maybe you have changed to a different website, or we want to tell them to do something. Warning or attention. Please go to this page. Please read a message, maybe. Please read a message. Here. Okay. And then put a button, read here, click here. Okay, maybe if you have a page for the announcement, you can choose the page. Okay, I'm just going to click on the reading page. We're going to borrow this one. Okay, so if you want the page to open in a new tab, it creates a new window. Then you can click this one, but we are not going to pick this one because we want them to stay on this website. All right. So for this one, where do you want your announcement to be visible? Is it the whole page, the home page, and then the attendance page, also on the reading pages? Or you want it to be for the home page only? So if you choose this one, the announcement will only be visible on the first page. So when they go to other pages, attendance, reading, they won't see the announcement anymore. So let's pick all pages so that if they happen to be browsing the website while you are updating the announcement, once they click home after this, they can right away see the announcement. All right. That's okay. If we're okay with this, let's just click here. There you go. It's automatic. Now you have your announcement up here. Oh, red might be too glaring. So let's change it to something as eye-catching, but more readable, like yellow, perhaps. All right. That's much more readable. Let's preview it. All right. So this is how it's going to look like. On phones, it's going to look like this. Okay, notice that your navigation changes once it is viewed on mobile. On bigger screens, this is where your navigation will be. But on mobile phones, it becomes the hamburger menu. The 3 lines there, the hamburger menu. So click on it. Your navigation is still there. Feels like a web app. All right. So if you are currently viewing my website, the URL that I just shared just now, you won't be able to view these changes yet until I click publish. So when you click publish, you can see the changes that you've made. This is what is on the right is what is currently visible to everyone right now. And on the left is the changes, is the change that you want them to see. Once you are ready, just click publish. All right. So now if you go to gg.gg, teacher Adlina, you can see the announcement. Okay, let's see, paste, enter. There you go. And does our button work? Let's try clicking. Click here. Yes, and it brings you to the reading page that we chose just now. All right. And notice up here, the favicon has also changed to the little girl that I chose. It's no longer using the generic blue Google Sites logo. So you might want to choose your own logo here to make it more personalized. Okay, let's close this tab. Back to our editing tab. All right. Let's see the preview. Students can play the video directly when they visit, so they don't have to open this in YouTube. That's also very convenient. Okay. So that's pretty much some of the few things that you can do with Google Sites. There are some other things that you can add. For example, if you want to share slides, you want your students to view slides. Okay, let me just make another page. Okay, new page, slideshow. Okay, remember when you put a new page, when you add a new page, it will show up here. If you don't want this part to be so cluttered, you might want to put it under an already visible section. For example, you want to put it under reading, you just drag it and put it on top of reading. All right, so now reading is hidden under, slideshow is hidden under reading. All right, so unless you collapse it, you won't be able to find it. Okay, slideshow, let's click on it. Maybe we want to put our Google Slides here. Okay, as usual, use your text box to give them some instruction. Watch the slide. Watch the slideshow and take notes. And then scroll down, click slides, and choose the slides that you have. Okay, for example, this one. Insert. You might want to drag it to the middle. Like I mentioned before, I like it when it's centered. So this is how it will look like when your student access it. Oh, sorry. My internet seems to be very slow. Okay. Make it bigger. Is it centered? Yeah, okay, that looks centered. Okay, watch the slideshow and take notes. So they can just learn at their own pace. You can preview slideshow. They can also click on it. Yeah. All right. What else can you do? You can also put some charts, or if you want to put some maps, maybe for geography. Okay. I think at this point you can already make your own websites by exploring the options that you have here. Okay. If you want to have a better site logo or banner here, then you can always make one on websites like Canva, or you have slideshow pictures that you want them to click. You can put the image carousel there. Carousel must have at least 2 images. Okay, maybe we can select the images that we already have. Or we can also upload some image. Let's see what we have. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just an example. You can choose any picture that you want. Okay, once you click insert, put it in the middle. What carousels do is, okay, when you preview it, okay. Oops, sorry. All right. Oh, well, it doesn't show in my preview. Okay. All right. So when you put those images together on a carousel, this is what it looks like. You can click next. Next, this is very useful for when you want to have the sequence of instructions. Step 1, step 2, step 3.
Intan got a question, Intan.
Yes.
Can we add our Facebook or something like that here?
Facebook, you want to have a Facebook page or a link to your Facebook page?
Facebook page, I guess.
Facebook page. Okay.
Meaning that student can access to your to the school
Okay.
Instagram or the teacher's Instagram, for example.
Teacher's Instagram. Instagram usually have their own embed code. Okay, I'm not sure if I can open my Instagram here, but okay, with this one, with embedding, you can literally embed any website. Let's see. Let's not clutter this page. So let's make another one. Okay. Social media, maybe. I don't usually share my Facebook with my students, so I have not tested this. So thank you for the questions. Okay, so embed. Let's test with my own Facebook. Okay, this one. This should be my page, right? Yes, it is. Okay, let's see if we can embed that. So click this one. By URL, not the embed code. For some videos, when you copy the embed code, it has those long strings of HTML. But for URL, you just put down the URL there. This one is due to the site permissions because Facebook wants to keep it quite private. You cannot embed it there. But for other websites, maybe my own website, I'm just going to try so that I don't bother everyone else. Okay. Embed base. Looks like I have not secured my page. So you can just insert the whole page. So now my students, I can access my website from my personal website. Let's see, how does that look like on mobile? So as long as the page is set to public or does not have a special security like some Facebook page, then you can embed it right there. But even if you cannot embed it there, maybe you want to direct them to your Facebook from the navigation. So you can do that by going to page. So instead of new page, choose new link. Click on this. So HTTPS, you might want to go to your URL for your Facebook. Oops. Okay, facebook.com ish. Okay, done. My FB. Open in a new tab so that they leave this page once they click on it. Or if you don't want them to open in a new page, then you can just untick that one and done. Right. So put it next to home. And there you have it, my FB. All right, so let's preview that. On mobile, once they click on the hamburger, they can just choose my FB. And there you go. It will open your Facebook page for them. So the most important thing is for you to know the URL to your Instagram, to your TikTok, to your YouTube, and you can put them on your page. You can link them with text link, or you can also link them with pictures if you want. For example, you want this picture to link to your web page. Okay, so just click on it. You will get this and insert link. For example, oops. And apply. So once you preview this, when they click on it, they will be linked to your website. See, it now changes to hand. So click on it and it opens the website that you link it to. Okay. All right. Okay. This is some of the things that you can do. Now I'm just going to show you an example. Okay, click here to go back to your list of sites. Okay, an example that I did. We have our online pengisian PBD. Okay, this is just an example of what we did here. So teachers can simply access this. I have put some information for them, some tutorial how to access the form, some Q&As, and some URLs that they can access to SAPS, to the Delima portal, to APDM. And this one you add is simply actually just buttons instead of pictures. We add buttons, and this is just one page. It looks like this, and you access it. Yeah, pretty much the same. So each of these button is linked to a Google Drive where teachers can access. All right, this is, I uploaded a different logo and favicon for the school, as you can see here. All right. So let's go back to our web page just now. You can also have your own logo next in your navigation panel here. See there, add logo. Okay. Upload your logo, anything you want. Okay, I'm going to use the same thing I used for the favicon, this cute girl here. All right, let's see if she shows up once I click this. Ta-da! There is your logo there. Maybe you want to add a logo here as well. You can also do that. You can even drag this up here. Whoa. That's why I mentioned before, it's pretty much just clicking and dragging and to your heart's content and previewing. Oops. Sorry. Yeah. So let's not do that. Okay. I think we're pretty much done with today's session. Okay. So if you want to disable the announcement, you are done with the glaring yellow, you just click back onto your settings and disable your announcement banner. And we're back to normal. Okay. Don't forget to publish. If you leave the page without publishing, is the same as your Word document crashing without saving. All right, this is what it is currently shown. So we're going to add the logo here and remove the announcement. So click publish. All right. So then when you go to the website, you can right away see the new page. Oh, maybe I did something wrong there. Yep, this one. All right. So the announcement is gone. You can actually put as many videos as you want, not just one here. For example, you want to put some videos, so make this smaller. Oops. Oh my God, this is automatic. Okay. Might want to put another video there. So just click YouTube. Not a fish. Maybe you want to have another video there. So you just search for the video that you want, or if you have a specific URL, you can just put it here. Okay. You want to put this on our page. Select. Okay. Put it next to each other and resize. Yep. No, this is okay. All right. You can add another one as long as it fits. Maybe we can center this. I like it centered. And let's see how it looks like when we preview it. Okay, on website, on mobile. That it just get listed down like that. Okay. Our carousel images can be changed anytime. If you want to add more images to this, so just click on it. Click on the settings and just add some more, or you can delete the images that you don't want anymore there. Okay, upload image. Okay, I want to add some more. This one, and this one. Open. Okay, now we have more, so update it. Okay, now you see the dots there. It's how many pictures you have. So preview it. All right, clicks. It will cycle through your pictures. Oh, it's haven't saved yet. All right. Always click publish. Okay. All right. All right. And then for embedding, I think it's websites like Flipped, HTML, and AnyFlip is very popular now. If you want to embed the books onto your web page, you can also do that. Let's open an AnyFlip. Okay. Maybe we want to choose this one, anyflip.com. Oh, my internet is quite slow, I guess. Okay. Maybe you want to have this on your website. Okay, so what you can do is to take the embed button here. Okay. Start page. This is up to you. You want to start at page 1, or if you want to start from page 11. Okay. Let's have it at page 3. All right. And then you can just select this, the HTTPS down here. This is the embed code. So copy the code and then go back to your website. Maybe you want to put it under textbook, form for textbook. Done, and put it under reading. Okay, now we have form for textbook there. All right. An introduction as usual. Below is your form for textbook in case you don't have a physical copy. All right, so click embed. And instead of by URL, we choose embed code and paste it there. And click next. All right, we get a preview of what is going to be there. All right, and click insert. And there you have it. We have the flip right on our page. So you don't have to keep sharing the URL every time you want them to access this. It is also good for personal reference. Okay. Let's see, can it be viewed on mobile? Yes, it can, depending on how it is. You can also view in full screen on tablet. Yeah, so they can just flip it on your page instead of going to any flip. By doing so, you can stop them from viewing all the weird advertisement that might pop up. So they can just access it from your website. All right. So that's pretty much what you can do. You can either make a long one-page website, or you can have as many pages as you want and put it under a section like this. You can put forms, you can embed forms, you can make collapsible text like this. If you have a page for Q&A, maybe you can write the question here and then some of the answers. Okay, maybe questions about attendance, for example, like this. Okay, collapsible text. Attendance. Hey, why do I keep missing the N? Attendance Q&A. Okay, so you might want to have number 1. Do I have to key in my attendance every day? Oh, please pardon my typo. No, only on the days you have classes, and some other questions. Can I mark my attendance date? Yes, but not advisable. Maybe. I don't know about you. So okay. So attendance Q&A. They have their schedule here. They also have some Q&As so that don't have to keep asking you, teacher, I forgot to mark my attendance yesterday. Can I still do it? So you can put everything under this frequently asked questions. So you can have instructions, you can have a slideshow, you can make bulletins, you can make a simple website for your English panel, English department. So literally it's up to you. So you can explore. Everything is just drag and drop and resize and just adding content. So you don't have to feel so intimidated when perhaps someone up there asks you to make a website for English department. All right. Let's go back a bit. Maybe you can make something for your English panel since we are in this pandemic and students have not seen their teachers. You can do something simple. This is just an example. I'm borrowing my colleague's face here. An announcement for the parents. Okay, you have textbooks, some info about our English panel, HIP program, and the ELS. Make it accessible because you cannot meet the students at school. Just a short bit of meet your English teachers. And maybe the online textbooks. Let's see, textbook that we have. For example, since this book is freely accessible, so I just decided to put it here for the students of my school. Okay, so that they don't have to keep flipping through so many links for Form 1. Maybe they have sisters in Form 2 or Form 3. So their parent can just open up this one for their English class. All right. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, Warid. Do you have more questions?
All right, I'll check. I think I've sent a few questions to your WhatsApp.
Okay, all right.
So maybe you can check it first. And then let me check on the YouTubes whether we have more concerns. I think we're quite good because we have an expert together with us today. We have Mr. Ibrahim bin Ismail. So he's been answering a lot of questions on behalf of us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim. We
Thank
love
you,
you
Mr.
so much.
Ibrahim.
Okay? We'll definitely send you some gift to you after this.
Okay, just something extra for everyone before I forgot. Okay, as I mentioned, when you make a site using your Delima account, you cannot personalize your web address to something more premium like the domain name with .com or .my, right? But you can actually do that with your personal account. Okay, for example, I'll switch to my personal account here. Okay, all right. I make a landing page for a domain name here. So let's pretend this is the same website just now. Okay. All right. So on the settings page, this one is missing from our Delima website, custom URLs. Okay, custom URLs is for when you have domain names that you buy. Okay, .com. .coms usually go for around 30 ringgit to 50 ringgit per year. Or if you have a .my domain, that would be around 120 to 150 ringgit per year. It's up to you how committed you are in going to maintaining your own brand. Okay, so for example here, because my website is helloadlina.my, but many people access helloadlina.com instead, I decided to just, why not? I'll just have this one. And then when they open helloadlina.com, this is what they're going to see. Wrong turn, wrong web page. So click here. So with a personal account, you can do this. You can set a custom URL, but with your Delima account, you cannot set a premium URL. You can just shorten it using gg.gg just now, or you can use bit.ly. So that's one of the few differences, but that's the only difference that I noticed for now, the custom URLs. Okay, so for this one, you can also access this long website by just going to helloadlina.com, for example. See, it brings you there as well. But because it doesn't redirect, so you cannot see the original URL there, sites.google.com is missing because it's a premium domain. So if you're thinking of buying your own domain name, for .coms, this is a website that I've used to register my domain since I was a student. For over 10 years ago, I started doing this since I was in Form 1, Form 2, very early on. Yeah, this is one of the websites that I've used. My current website, I've used it for over 10 years. You can register your domain name from just like $5, $6. Or if you want a local website, I also recommend this one. This is a local company. They have been very good to me, very prompt in answering my questions or if I have concerns. So for example, you want to register your domain. Okay, let's see. What extensions do we have for you? Find your domain here. Right? Maybe you want to have a warit.com. It's still available, it seems.
Oh.
Maybe you want to have warit.my.
You know, funny things about my name is, in
Yes.
Pakistan, I am one of the, what do you call this? Like Celcom and Maxis.
Oh,
So the
no
line,
wonder.
the line is what it.
Oh, no wonder warit.com is unavailable.
Yeah.
Maybe it has been reserved for the company. So see here,
Yes.
you still have the option for .my, which is much more premium in our country. In order to register this one, you need to give them proof that you are a Malaysian citizen. So they will need your IC. But for .coms, for .co or .net, you can just straight away use the domain name. You don't have to prove any citizenship. Okay, so for schools that ends with .edu, .my, you can also register the domain on behalf of your school, but there are much more requirements. And for schools, this is where you can go to. This is the official Malaysian registrar. It's called MyNIC. Usually they have to approve of your application first before you can register for the .edu, .my. These are the examples. All right. In the past, the domain names used to be much, much more expensive. But now in 5 minutes, you can already have your domain up and running. Oh. Okay. All right, I think that's it for me for now. Do we have any more questions?
Right. I think that's it so far. Intan. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Intan, for such a brief and wonderful sharing. I know for those who are new with Google Sites, you might need to rewatch this session later, and the link is always available for you. So you can always come back to this link and then rewatch the session, and you can take it step by step. So don't worry too much, especially for those who is saturated throughout the session just now. All right. But don't go yet, because I'm going to share with you a QR code for you to re-register, for you to confirm your attendance. Okay, don't go yet. All right, and we will only send your e-certificates to those who re-register by the end of the session. Okay, so we are not going to use the one that you have registered with us earlier. Okay, because that one, if we send the e-certificates to everyone who re-registered earlier, then those who didn't come will also get the certificate. So this is one of our mechanisms in ensuring that you only those who attended the sessions got the certificates. All right. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, Intern Adlina. So for those who want to get in touch with Intern Adlina, she is currently teaching at SMK Barupial.
Yes.
Barupial Kelantan. So you might have to Google a bit and get the school number, and then that is the way how you have to communicate with her. Okay, I'm not sure whether she's willing to share her WhatsApp number on live like this.
Well, you can always reach me on my Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. You can always reach Inta Adlina on Facebook. Okay, so you will get a huge number of people adding you as friends after this. Anyway, one more time, thank you so much, Inta Adlina, for joining MELTA SIG webinar, and thank you to 500 people who joined us today. It's quite a huge number.
Wow.
We started as we were thinking of 50, right? We were thinking of having like 50 to maybe 25, and suddenly it goes up to 500. That is like how many times? Yeah,
I was not expecting that actually.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
really,
10
thank you,
times.
everyone.
Yeah.
I hope that we can do something for our English subject.
Yes. Anyway, for everyone's intentions as well, we still have another webinar next Saturday, and next Saturday is going to be on Minecraft education. It will be interesting to know that using your Delima account as well, you will get access to Minecraft education. Okay, so how can we use Minecraft education? And we are inviting someone who have used Minecraft. Okay, we fly her from Sabah. Okay, from Sabah, coming to explain to you how to use Minecraft in education. All right, so I'm going to share the QR code with everyone. So Intan, if you can stop sharing your screen.
Okay, let me do that.
So once again, thank you everyone, and don't go yet until you have scanned for your QR code. Okay, all right. I'm going to share screen. Ta-dum, ta-dum. Oh, wait. Sorry. One more time. No. Sorry. Let's do this one more time. Can I share screen? Share sound?
Oh, no, I think I missed 2 questions. I just checked my messages.
Okay. You want to answer that question first?
Yeah, for this one. Do we usually do only one site and keep updating when we want to, or do we create many sites for different things we want to share? It is actually up to you. If you can condense everything in a single page, then that's also good. But if they are on a widely different topics, then you might want to create separate websites for that, so that people don't get confused on about the focus on the website itself. Okay, and then there's another question, something about the custom URLs in setting. This one only shows up for when you use personal accounts and you want to set up your domain names. So this one, you have to prove to Google that you have the ownership of the domain name first. So there is a little extra steps for that, but you just have to follow by clicking on the Webmaster Central. They will ask you to prove that you own this, for example, warit.my. And then once you have satisfied Google, then you are good to go to use your new URL. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you for asking.
Okay, thank you, Intan. Okay, I'm going to share again the QR code. Right, if you are on phone, maybe you have to print screen first. Okay, sounds. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for us. So, bye-bye. All right, so don't forget to to scan the QR code, all right?
Oh, you have to sign in.
Music brings us together.
Wow.
Music gives us hope. We will see tomorrow together. 유아된 제목
Hmm? Mhm. Mhm. The QR code is blocked. I think the QR code, you just have to be logged into your Google account, right? Now let me, the URL, is it?